Hello, everyone, and welcome to an emergency edition of our Supercast. I'm pissed off, and I'm excited at the same time. Last time I was this excited, I punched a nostalgia critic right in the face. With me today is the CheckMate Arcade.
Hello, everyone.
All right, so
I'm excited to hear who you're going to punch next.
We got some really exciting news today. I just recently found out that there is the potential for Versus to come back and kick people in the ass. I'm really excited.
Oh, that was probably the best news I've heard all week.
Oh, yeah, that got me all fired up.
Well, I mean, it has me excited, but I'm kind of the realist, and I have questions.
Oh,
All
no,
right.
trust me, I am totally with you as well. There's a couple things that need to be hammered out immediately before I'm completely back on board with that.
Look, all I'm saying is this. Recently, of all the damn card games that I have bought throughout the years, I've gotten back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And no, I'm not buying 5, but I've gotten back into using my old decks to beat the crap out of everybody else. And guess what? My old decks still work.
Yeah, no, the old stuff, the good old stuff, still holds up.
But this, with Versus, this also means that a podcast that I have lost has the potential to return. And that has been more exciting.
Oh, yeah. I would love if the Ring had chosen to come back in full force again.
They haven't done an episode since, what, August?
Has it been that long?
I believe so.
At least early last year, or mid last year, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, no, it is. It's really
Here's
long.
I don't know if the support is there for Versus to come back. I'm really not sure.
I really hope it is. It was so stupid of them to kill it off the way they did.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, for those that I would point, if you search MSU Hitman's blog on cheapassgamer.com, that's where I do my blog, and it's had different things on there. It has links to our show and episodes, and it has some sports things and yada yada yada. I wrote a well received article, kind of the background of the collapse of Upper Deck and how it was directly related to what happened with UDE, not only with Versus and WoW, but Yu-Gi-Oh! And the whole Konami fiasco. And my problem with this is I want to know who is running UDE's gaming, because everybody that was running UDE is now either a Cryptozoic, who's kind of like UDE light. I mean, like, they have the WoW license, and a lot of the UDE staff, left Upper Deck and went there. Or there's a few that work for Zynga. Ben Sec, he works for Zynga, and maybe a couple others I'm not sure about. But who's
so
left?
amazed. I was amazed to even know that that was where he was working. I only found out like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, jeez. You mean to tell me that some of these station wagons with 50 attack and whatever defense, that's TBS behind all of that? What the hell is going on here?
I don't, I'm hoping he's not the one making the stats for everything. That would be a little much.
If he was.
But, I mean, I can't blame him. I mean, that's one of the hottest tech companies out there. I mean, they're valued higher than most of the, what I consider, real gaming companies. I think some of that's paper money. They do have a good business model. I think they should be paying royalties to, oh my gosh, brain fart. Help me out. Sims.
Sid Meier, or no, oh shoot, yeah,
You're asking the wrong person. I'm not.
I know who you're talking about. Will Wright.
Will Wright, thank you, yes.
Took me a minute. I had to remember the Simpsons quote.
I just watched the G4 podcast with him a week ago. Yes, Will Wright, yes.
It took me a minute to remember the Simpsons scene where he's yelling at somebody.
Yeah, Will Wright. I mean, to me, the Zynga game, I mean, look at EA. I mean, the Zynga games are basically Sims Online, but work in terms of making money. Let's face it, I mean, Farmville and Cityville, I mean, those are miniature versions of SimCity and Sims.
Well, I don't play those.
I don't either, but I listen to IGN podcasts, and I have enough, female friends on Facebook, and I've seen my old roommate's wife play, I've seen it enough to know what it is, and
these are the only ones that I mainly play. There's the dragon one, the moth,
Age of Camelot,
and occasionally it's not them, it's somebody else. The one where you basically are the mayor of a city.
Cityville.
No, I don't think it's that one. I think it's like Metropolis or something like that.
I don't know.
there's some other companies that make
Yeah.
those, but
Yeah.
I don't play too many of them. Most of them I tried it once and I just kind of left it there to collect money or whatever.
I'll steer us back on topic. Sorry that I took us off topic there, but I'll steer us back
Really
on.
off topic, really.
Well, seriously though, who's making these decisions? Because these are multi-million-dollar decisions, and I don't want them to do this and get our hopes up and then crush them. And also, what are they going to do about the cards? Are we going to have to buy all new cards? Will the old cards be legal? Good gosh, let's take a look at the Marvel Evolution set and stupid Exiles.
They might just ban that one keyword. Maybe
All right.
they fix it. That's not really the debate to have right now. That's the debate to have if they say, yes, it's coming back.
Okay, well, would my question about old cards versus new?
Yes, that's a good thing to
That
go
is,
ahead and
because I wouldn't want to have to fork over a couple $100 just to get all the stuff that I already have.
Yeah, if they were to do something like reprints of old cards, it would be annoying if only the reprints were legal. It would be nice if they would just say, okay, well, all those old cards that we did make, they're legal if they work exactly the same.
Was anybody a Pokemon player? Because when some of
I have some of the cards, but I basically got them from a collector's point of view.
well, wouldn't some of our questions be kind of like what happened when Nintendo took the reins of Pokemon back from Wizards and basically banned all the cards except for the new ones, even though some of the new ones were pretty much the same as the old version? I don't know. I heard some cards were exactly the same, but I know that all the Nintendo cards were banned. They were like, those cards are no good anymore.
You mean the Wizards?
Nintendo just giving
the
everyone...
Wizards, I'm sorry, the Wizards. Yes, sorry, yes. Yeah, the Wizards.
I would hope that's not what they would do, but,
that just seems bad business to me.
Even if that's exactly what they have to do to reset everything, if it's still the same game, the same basic rules, I would still fall in love with that game all over again.
I say this now: make new epic quest type things. The whole thing with the big Galactus card, make new stuff like that, because that's taking the game to the next step.
They need real starters. They need real starters. They need the help, not the Fantastic Four, Batman. They need 60 card. They need Hellboy starters. You need to make, like, if they really do this, they need to make that style starter and that power starters for, DC, Marvel, whatever, whatever license they have.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought about something. You know what this has the potential of doing as well. This has the potential of all of those Wildstorm. You could probably throw those guys into the mix.
I don't think they would ever go that off the wall.
No.
The most that they would ever do is get back in bed with Marvel and DC at the same time. I doubt very much that they would go beyond that.
See, and that's a problem in my view, because you have to have potential to branch out.
Right.
But you also have to sell.
Not going forward.
Exactly. They have to make enough of a profit to stay afloat.
Mm-hmm.
To do that, they have to use well-known superheroes and villains.
Look at all the big events that have happened since Versus died, and then now, in terms of comics, you have
The Green Lantern
Darkest
War.
Yeah, Darkest, the Sinestro War, into Darkest Night, into Brightest Day. Marvel side, you have Siege, you have, the war with the mutants, Osborn.
That scroll thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I would love to be one of the designing force behind Blackest Night. That would be fan-frickin-tastic to get that set going.
But I don't even think that they would hop back into bed with DC right away. I think they would just start with Marvel. But even then, that would be enough to keep me interested.
Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of stuff in Marvel to give it a good kick.
The other thing is they would need to build it at the retailer level first, because there's a lot of retailers that are burned by Upper Deck in general. And, you may have us all excited, but you have to get the retailers excited, because Versus is probably a dirty 4-letter word to most of the hobby retailers out there. And you have to build it at that level before you try to go and take on Magic again.
4-letter word?
Yes, I'm saying that it's a curse word to...
You could have made that slightly more clear. I wasn't sure. No idea.
I'm trying to make an analogy. It was an analogy that Versus was the equivalent of a 4-letter curse word to retailers.
That wasn't
when it comes
what I got
to it.
that.
A lot of hobby shop owners are at the point where they're like, you guys basically screwed us over. So guess what? Yeah, we're not putting up with your crap.
Yeah. If they do it, they're going to have to get the hobby kits out there. They're going to have to actively make sure that there aren't, stores just buying the kits and selling them on eBay. They've got to get the kits to the stores, and all of the issues that Cliff, Squire, Richard Vaughn have all harped on Kamiza, even to Stu Barnes himself, the big, even Stu himself, all those issues that we argued for pages and pages on Versus Realms. They have to fix all that at the local level and get Versus healthy. And I know people hate it and hate it and hate it. You have to get those games in Walmart and Target. You have to.
Yeah, it has to get enough exposure.
To get it at Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, or it's going to be DOA again.
Well, I'm not a store owner, so I don't fully understand how these guys got screwed over, but a good friend of ours, Cliff, is a store owner, and I don't want to see him getting screwed over by whoever is running UDE.
Yeah.
Because that would just plain suck.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, I have a lot of questions. I'm maybe it's what I'm going through sports-wise in St. Louis here is kind of jading me a little bit, but I just have a lot of questions before I just have this blind faith and ready to throw money at Upper Deck. I have a lot of questions that...
Yeah, and especially, it's really hard to get money nowadays.
Yeah.
That's going to be a damper on them trying to keep this thing afloat if everything works out all right.
This is not the mid to early 2000s. The economy is not what it was. It still isn't where it is.
Yeah, no, it's still too many people without jobs right now.
So, what do you guys think would be the perfect attack plan? Basically, try to be on good form with all these store owners who got screwed over and be like, hey guys, we're really trying this time around. We're going to give you guys this, but don't be putting it on eBay or any crap like that. We don't want to be seeing that. This only goes to the fans.
Yeah, as long as they crack down on stores who do not listen to what their rules are and actually focus on the small hobby league tournament stuff, I think they should be okay.
I think they also have to have starters. They have to have the Hellboy type starters. I'm just saying that in terms of the 2 60-card decks. I mean, whichever, if it's DC, if it's Marvel, let's say it's the Scroll, if they go with like the Scroll, with the Secret Invasion, then you have like Scroll Team versus Earth Team or whatever they call it. 2 60-card decks go. They also have to work with the store owners. I think the store owners, they need to sell to them at a discount. They need to cut them a break or something. Have 2 set prices. Be like, if you're buying it from Walmart, Target, etc., you pay this price. If you buy it at a hobby store, they have to build an incentive somehow, like Magic does, to have people go to the stores versus going to Walmart and Target, whatever.
Yeah.
And they have to have starters. You have to have starters.
Here's another thing. Like, I remember, like, in the time that I was playing, it was really hard for you to get any tournament support.
Yes.
Like, they gotta fix that crap.
Yeah. Well, that would start with them actually listening to the hobby store owners.
Oh, yeah. So, we're almost out of time, but there's a Facebook page going on here.
Yes, there is.
Some people are trying to drum up some support.
Bring Back Versus System, I think, is the name of the page.
How much support will it take for these guys to notice? What do you guys think? If we get like 1,000 people to click, hey, we want some verses, you think they'll jump on it?
I think it's going to take a little more than that, but maybe. It depends on how small they would start.
Mm-hmm.
They have to get the hobby stores in on it, and they have to get the tournament organizers. You know, your pastimes level. Yes, it's Bring Back Versus System is the page on Facebook.
Yeah.
4 words.
How many likes are in there? Last time I checked, it was at 104.
111.
Okay, little bit of progress. Not bad.
But that's actually even better than what it started at a little earlier today when I posted on there. It was actually in the 80s.
Uh-huh. See, little by little. Oh, and I'll say this. Support all the people in the UK, dagnabbit. Come on, guys. What the hell?
Yeah, okay. International support. Yeah, that would be really important.
What the, like what? Come on. Like, there's a huge amount of people that is from that area. Like, seriously, get this together. That's my main thing.
Support
And I mean, even some of the most famous. Oh.
I mean, that's going to be the determining factor. If they support it, then I'd be all for them bringing it back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And with that, I think we're out of here. Well, gentlemen, if you guys have any websites to give props to, now is the time.
Go over and follow us around on our favorite video game website, noobreview.com. That's our home base.
And then the podcast, CheckMate Arcade, it's on iTunes, it's on Zune Marketplace. That's the 2 quickest ways to download it. Go ahead and subscribe if you like it. That way you get the episodes sooner. We have a Facebook page as well, CheckMate Arcade, 2 words. Twitter account is at CheckMate Arcade. Email is checkmatearcade@gmail.com.
And with that, we're out of here. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.